When I do this, it makes me think Italian TED Talks. What's up, guys? I just wanted to copy. It's Peter McKinnon. That's who I'm trying to copy. I've been watching a lot of his tutorials and all that stuff. Where were we? Right. Every video I do, I just want to make sure that it gets better and better on each content, and eventually, you know, I can only go so high and it might plateau, but every step I'll just make sure that you guys get the best content that I can provide. Today I want to talk about perspective in terms of your YouTube audience size. So I did this whole video yesterday, and to my surprise, I was out of focus on the camera. I looked up how to get that fixed, and the only way to do it was reshooting. Making these videos actually gives me an idea of what they have to deal with and versus what I deal with just using up my time. But I digress. Let's get into what today's topic is, and that is perspective on your audience as a YouTube channel. The way I see it is I'm kind of like a small classroom. So if you want to look at me as a teacher, I have 20-ish students, right? So let's just round that off. 20 to 50 people would be like a small classroom size. And then that makes me technically qualified to teach a class because you guys come and watch my videos. Graduating from those 50-ish people, moving on to 100 people, I think of that as like a college lecture room. So you're upgrading from like an elementary to high school. So now you're teaching that full lecture hall kind of style of people. So 100 subscribers to me makes me think that, well, I have to have a higher quality. I'm blanking here, guys. You can't even help me in the comments. The video is already posted and I can't be like, help me out here, guys. My video quality just has to be that much higher for you guys to enjoy more. Upgrading from 100 subscribers, you're looking at 200 subscribers. And that, in perspective, is saying the average amount of people that come to a wedding. So if you've ever gone to a wedding and you looked out to the crowd and just noticed like, there's a lot of people here, typically the average wedding has about 200 people in the audience. So that gives you an idea of what you're dealing with. Whenever you're watching Oprah or Ellen or any of those like game shows or those talk show kind of people, there's about 300 people in the audience. So when they do that huge audience pan over and everybody's cheering and they're like, you get a car and you get free stuff and everybody in the audience, that's like 300 people. So whenever they do those talk shows, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at their audience of 300, and I'm not saying that I'll ever get there, although I mean that's obviously a goal. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm just saying that as those numbers go on your YouTube channel, you want to look and see that like 300 people, that's the kind of audience you're dealing with that those people have to deal with all the time. So whenever you watch those shows, those talk shows, anything like that, that's what they're dealing with. And as a YouTuber, that's what you get to deal with. Graduating from 300, you're going up to 500 people. So 500 people who subscribe to your channel, that is the same as filling a whole theater. Now, obviously, I'm making YouTube videos for entertainment, and that stuff is going towards like a better budget for my channel. I'm trying to make sure that you guys get a high quality of stuff, that the things that you're watching is entertaining for you as much as it's entertaining for me to give and to create. And I don't even know what this means by creating, but that's just what the audience size is. So when you think of your subscriber count and you see 500 people, you're kind of like a movie to them. If your content's that long, I don't think I'll ever make an hour-long for those of you who live in Santa Maria, 700 people. It's the size of the Santa Maria Auditorium, Santa Maria High School Auditorium. That's about 700 people. So obviously you don't need to live here in Santa Maria, but like an auditorium with like those little balcony on the top, that's like 700 people. 1,200 subscribers, or just 1,200 people, and that's what a TED Talk is. So obviously people watch TED Talks all the time, or I mean, if you're into like the whole mental health kind of thing. When I do this, it makes me think, Italian! YouTube can all acknowledge you enough to be like, well, you can get paid. We'll start paying you. And that's that whole imagery that I want to give to you guys. Jumping from 1,200 all the way to 53,000. That reminds me of a stadium of people. So I want to give the example of Kevin Hart's special. I love watching Kevin Hart. He always makes me laugh. But Kevin Hart's special, when he sold out that auditorium, or just any football game or sports game, filling up that stadium of people, that's about 53,000, give or take, depending on the stadium. And imagine your videos being watched by that many people. Just, it blows my mind, really. Just, I can't even picture my audience being that size, just because I can't. The last example I wanted to give off today was Martin Luther King speech. That had about 250,000 people show up to that. I kind of just looked it up, and that's the number I saw, so I'm going with it. But to say that your videos are influential enough to have one person speak in front of that many people, I would be grateful to have at least 1,000 people. And to say that 250 subscribers, to say that 250,000 subscribers is part of my audience, just that's crazy. I've also been thinking about this a lot lately too. Having someone hit that subscribe button, especially as early as now, there just happen to be my friends, my family, my wife. I'm grateful for her. She always supports me, but hitting that subscribe button is just kind of like saying, I like this YouTuber. Someday I probably want to be his friend. So hitting that subscribe button to me is like saying, you want to actually get to know me better as a person. You're liking my channel. My videos are entertaining for you. And then hitting the like button or dislike button is just kind of like feedback of like, yeah, I like this video. That was nice. And then leaving comments gives me that interaction to actually talk to people. It's getting to know my audience better. Sometimes it's good feedback. Sometimes it's bad feedback saying that the video sucked, or I don't know, just that's where I see it. So hit that subscribe button if you want to get to know me better, to watch more of my videos. Likes and dislikes just to let me know if I did a good job, and comment down below and we can talk. It's an early channel, meaning that I don't have a lot of people, and I'm always more open to talk to you. As the channel grows, I mean, obviously it gets harder. People are gonna comment more, but I'll do what I can to maintain that bond and community with you guys. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace. Because I'm kind of awkward in real life, and now I'm going left and right, and where does even this, okay. Yeah.